All right. League 2 tonight. Let's see if we can get this League 2 in. Started a touch late. Talking a little bit. Let's go ahead and look at this. So in light of that deck tech review that we just did, we've got a Rakdos list here. This is not a rack version necessarily, but this is what I'm going to be calling as mega mid-range. Now, what do I mean by mega mid-range? What I mean by that is what we played typically right now is channelers. We've played the Bobs, Dark Confidants. We've done a lot at the 3 slot and very little at 4. This is an interesting take because we have the channelers, we have the Croxes, but really to finish this game, you've got to be hitting 3s and 4s. I also love the inclusion of Hazoret here as a way to just push through some of those difficult matchups or be a good blocker to give you a little bit of time. The reason that I grabbed this list, though, is because there's an interesting experiment that I would like to play with. So in Pyro Prison, we talked about playing some triomes, or you can play duels. If you play a couple of duels, you actually get to make engineered explosives that much more potent. In this case, we're Rakdos. Typically, that gives engineered explosives the opportunity to get up to 2 at most. Well, we have a triome in here. We have the Sevilla triome, and this one gives us white. Do we have anything we're splashing for white? Absolutely not. We're playing Blood Moon after all. But we have this engineered explosives, and for that, we'll see if it matters. I'm gonna swap out our Blood Moons here, get ready, and play some Magic. Mom Dog's back. Crocs is in the house. Gonna steal some cards with Inquisitions and Thoughtseizes. Let's play some Magic. This one also did well in the challenge on our Meta Mondays. We're gonna see if we can do the same. Exactly, now we're talking. It's Mom Dogs in the house. We've got the Blood Moons. We're just Rakdos straight mid-range. Keep in mind we have 4 swamps, plenty of ways to fetch for those swamps, but something to keep in mind. We do need double red and double black. Things are gonna be interesting. Gotta be careful with our mana base. Obviously, we kind of hate Uro. There's a bunch of Soul Guide Lanterns here. We'll see how often this comes up. Let's play Magic. Match 1, Rakdos, mega mid-range here in Modern. Let's go. All right, you take care. Thank you for staying around and hanging out with us. Let's go. So this is pretty sweet. Got that Blood Moon and Liliana. Got a removal spell. Windswept Teeth for our opponent. Basic Forest. Uh-oh. Reclaimer. My opponent recognizes me. This is why they fetched a basic. They're a fan of the stream. They're a fan of the stream. All right, let's go ahead and Thoughtseize something. We can do this off basic. This doesn't look too frightening. Probably want to abrade this, and then we'll go from there. Ooh, we got some interesting things here. All right, so I got to take the call. Less of a fan of that. They're less of a fan of that Thoughtseize. Get out of here, call. They're gonna be less of a fan of everything else I'm playing here soon too. Bolas tries to hang around until Bolas falls asleep. All right, we'll allow Elvish Reclaimer here to activate. In response to the activation, we'll go ahead and abrade. All right, opponent. We'll see what they fetch here. Getting rid of the Elvish Reclaimer, knowing they can't really fix their mana in the future, definitely probably encourages them to get non-basics here. They do get a Scattered Grove. We'll see if they go get another basic or non-basic here. Give him the Speeg. Gets a Valakut. Things are looking real good for us. Temple Garden, the Tangled, and an Explorer currently in hand. I'll probably fetch Basic Swamp because we only have 2 more after doing the basic search. We get to play Blood Moon and try to lock our opponent out here. Opponent explores, no surprise there. 2 things they can play. Flagstones is one of them. And what, Tangled? A little Tangled here. You could play Tangled and put Temple Garden down. That would give you the second green. That would be big brain play. Temple Garden shocks in here. And a Dryad. Oh, it's such a poorly timed Dryad. Valakuts me too. One card to beat, ladies and gentlemen. Guess we'll Blood Moon them. See how much of a fan they are of this Blood Moon. We're about to lose a viewer of the stream here after I Blood Moon them out. Blood Moon, go ahead. Are you still a fan? Please. Please continue to follow. We have a Liliana to take care of Dryad. No, we don't have any boils on the side. We're not that mean. I did that this weekend. Oh, we naturally draw it. Nice. All right, Liliana down tick here on Dryad. Clear this out so they don't have any chances. Any chances of winning this game. Go ahead, opponent. I wonder if I play another Blood Moon or just throw it away the Season Pyromancer. It's probably time to throw. Ooh. Guess I'm playing Blood Moon again. Explores off of this Dryad and plays a Windswept Heath here. All right. Oh, Hazoret. So we do have a turn here. It's kind of interesting. Interesting. So I can go up here, which helps Liliana, but doesn't really help us. I could play another Blood Moon and not worry about going up. I think I want to play another Blood Moon here and not worry about this Dryad. Just be like, answer this. Good luck. I'm inspiring a meta shift. Nah. Blood Moon, best card. Card ever. Alright, Liliana's down. We're at 11. They've got a Dryad, Blood Moon, bottom layer, middle layer, top layer. New Dryad. Dang. So we have another Dryad on top of this. So this Dryad on the right is the one I have to kill if I get the chance to with a Fatal Push. I feel like I need to draw, unfortunately, though. Fatal Push probably not doing it. And I love Mom Dog here. I wonder if I could take 4. If I can take 4 and then play Season Pyromancer, maybe I've got something working for me there. You know what? Let's go ahead and play Hazoret. What's interesting here is if my opponent does decide to attack me because they're like, oh, Hazoret can't block, I can actually Fatal Push something and then block the right Dryad to shut off the lands here. Let's see if they get greedy here and attack me. Smart move, smart move. All right. That's a solid draw. So Dreadbore here. We might just pitch. Pitch for damage and swing in. Do Season Pyromancer next? Let's do it. Mom Dog's here to bash in. By the way, if you do see multiple Dryads and you have multiple Blood Moons, please keep in track which layers are where and what they're doing. This will stop Primeval Titans from showing up later. Like this one that they just drew. Dang it. Stop. All right. The right one's the dangerous one. We need to get rid of that one again. Draw. Oh, play a land and then 1, 2, 3 here. Season Pyromancer. Draw 2 more. We'll pitch an Inquisition here because I doubt it's useful. Swing for 5. I think Mom Dog's going to get us there. If they do block, they need to block with the left one, not the right one. Down to 3. I have double pitch with Blood Crypts here. They would need to gain some life. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pitch, pitch. Ah, they passed. They pathed me. Go get a swamp. I doubt they attack here. It's dangerous. Oh, they attacked. All right. Liliana. 1, 2, 3. Play Liliana down tick here. Now they have to get rid of this one, I think. Which messes their mana up again. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put this down so that if they do attack, I block and then I make tokens. How did the Mill League go? Mill League was a 3-2. Not bad. It was fun to play. It was a blast. Elvish Reclaimer. No! That can help fix their mana. All right. Liliana. Well, play new Liliana. Down tick with Liliana. Killing another creature here. Might kill Dryad. Doesn't. Kill Reclaimer. No attack, pass turn. It was a fun list. All right, land has been found. My opponent attacks me. Does not, good. Don't care about Inquisition, up we go. Pass turn. Looking good here just to attack down with the Liliana next turn. Blood Moon's keeping all this in check. Many Dryads we had to play through. Uh-oh. Does not attack. We have a random card in my opponent's hand. I'm gonna Thought Seize here to steal it and down tick. If it's a land, I don't really care. Oh, they're paying cost. Oh, they pass. All right, I'm out of basics here. Nothing to see, so now we down tick with Liliana here to get rid of the Dryad, because I will die to the Dryad in 4 turns. And now it's top deck. Who will top deck first? Popping out my graveyard here because just seeing what we've already played. We'll hold this in case I find Mom Dog. Drawing Bolt next. I don't believe I have any, do I? I don't recall. Vesuva here. Nothing from that. Thoughtseize is a dead card. We'll wait one more turn before playing a card. Back and forth we go. Whoever top decks first probably gonna win. Channeler looking pretty hot. It's a nice 4/4. It is lethal if I get to swing with it. Not to mention that I would get to draw with it by holding some cards as well. Reclaimer, Defender in place. Just gonna go combat here. This forces them to block. Not allowing them to fix their mana either. And we'll pass the turn. I'm gonna hold on to all these cards. Once again, Mom Dog's looking pretty good if we top deck it. There we go. Ooh, Croxa. Play Croxa, play Croxa. Go there. All right. Well. Elvish Reclaimer is kind of an interesting one to possibly Pithing Needle. Blood Chiefs is a bit interesting. And Feed the Swarm's a bit interesting. So these are all interesting because Dryad's actually difficult for us to kill. Now, we can definitely get through it with a Fatal Push. Braids aren't too bad because a Braid can kill the Reclaimer. I'm thinking I want the Blood Chiefs in or the Feed the Swarms in place of an Abrade though. Green-white Titan doesn't have as many artifacts that I'm so worried about. They are going to have ways to get rid of Blood Moon. I like our Dreadbores. I do like Hazoret in this matchup. I really do. Now, my opponent played Path. So Path's going to be a problem for poor Croxa and Hazoret, but no, we're just going to have to deal with that. I want these Abrades out. I really wonder if it should be Blood Chiefs or Feed the Swarms. I suppose Blood Chiefs a little bit better. When we get to 4 mana, the Dryad's killable, but it's also 4 mana kill a Titan and not take 6, which is not bad. I really like the idea of the Pithing Needle as an option to turn off the Reclaimer, but I also have lots of ways to kill a Reclaimer. Reclaimer is a way that they can get themselves fixed on mana with the Blood Moon now that they know it's going to show up. Which is okay. We can try to beat that. I don't know if the Pithing Needle is worth slots here. It's tough to say. I think we're going to go no here. I'm up a game. It's going to be a harder game since I'm on the draw, and now that my opponent knows what's kind of going on. This is not keepable. We'll go ahead and mulligan this. I do need a second land. This deck will not function well without a second land. No lands. Goodbye. All right, 2 lands here. We'll keep Fatal Push and Lightning Bolt going away because they don't kill that much. We don't have the bolt, or sorry, we don't have a Blood Moon, so I'm not worried about trying to bolt a Reclaimer there. All right, let's lead with Inquisition. See what we can steal. All right, we have Dryad Skyclave and the Call. Let's get rid of a Call here. We can get rid of Skyclave next, and then we can just worry about Liliana downtick Dryad probably. Opponent plays Valakut here and just passes. So let's just keep going. Thoughtseize here. Take the Skyclave, pass the turn. Doing this because Liliana is definitely fine to kill the Dryad. I don't really want to lose my Liliana to a random Skyclave and then have just a 3/3. Yes, this ramps them by 1. I think it's okay to sacrifice that. Gets a little weird if my opponent plays land and then has Reclaimer or Arbor. Okay. Well, we got, well, they have 1 card, but now it's going to be 0. So let's go ahead and Blood Chiefs Reclaimer here. Use Kroxa. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. This would have been 5, but no more. No more. Kroxa takes care of that. Okay. Biggest hope here is they don't have another creature, and then we can do Liliana kill the Dryad. 2, 3. They attack for 2. It's a good sign. Paying costs. Explores. And no follow-up with the Explorer. All right. Good, good, good. Let's go ahead and Lily downtick here and then pass the turn. We do play Blood Moons in this list. Blood Moons are present, Slayerfall. All right. Goodbye, Dryad. Afraid of maybe another Dryad here because they weren't able to play last turn. We'll just see. Reclaimer. Reclaimer ramps. Okay. Bloodstained Channeler uptick Liliana. Pass turn. All right. We get rid of whatever that card is. We're keeping things pretty... Oh... We were pretty good till that. Until that happened. Okay. I guess I should have ticked up and then the Channeler. It's tough to say because I kind of just want the Channeler in play and the land so that I have enough for Kroxa. Well, Seasoned Pyromancer's not a bad draw here. Seasoned Pyromancer. I disagree. I think the sequencing was fine. I want to play the land and the Channeler down there and not do just the uptick. Like here's a good example of where I'm just going to uptick and not worry about downticking here. Keep this, they get rid of that card, and I'm going to get rid of a Black Cleave Cliffs. Wow, another path. Leave me alone. Leave me alone, opponent. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 cards down here. Not going to play the Mountain because that with the Liliana uptick here is a possible thing that we'll do. They'll use Reclaimer here on their flagstones to ramp up to 6 mana. This is definitely a territory to probably downtick with Liliana. They'll be able to play whatever they draw if they do draw a creature. That was a joke? Do you think we're a joking stream, Uncle DB? Serious magic here. This is why 2-man is banned. My opponent Bajuka bogs us. Big brain. Bajuka bogged. Alright, well, let's get rid of the Elvish Reclaimer here. We'll just pass the turn. Gonna hold all the lands in the Inquisition that I have for future discards. My opponent's getting another land here, so they'll be good for any future creatures. Yep, no more 2-man. Serious stream now. Serious stream. Win everything every time. If we don't, we end the stream. Alright, they found Field of the Dead. This downtick now just kills a zombie. That Bajuka Bog was really nice. Another reason to have this reclaimed away. Alright, so we lose Liliana here. This is not very good for us. Albeit said, a simple Blood Moon would fix a lot of things right now. Gonna hold everything past turn. Opponent can attack me for 6 if they'd like to. They might just start attacking. Extra land here gets a Field of the Dead token. Hits for 6. Doesn't. Ooh. Mom dog. Hazoret's an interesting one. Let's go ahead and go all value here for Hazoret. 13. I can attack. They just chump block. I'm not really sure we can beat this. I have no real board wipes that I've brought in. No engineered explosives. We have a problem getting through these double reclaimers. This is kind of giving me a better sense that I may want those pithing needles for game 3. Winning 40% all the time? Yeah. That's what we are about. Goes and gets another flagstones here. Elvish Reclaimer. The second one repeats this. Gets 2 more lands, giving them 2 more zombies. They're attacking for 6 plus 6. 12 damage, putting me to 4 if they want to do that. Hazoret plus double pitch here is only 9 damage, putting them to 4. Field stomping on midrange. I need Blood Moon, obviously. Field, second field here. And not a lot I can do. They'll attack with 6 for the zombies here and leave themselves with Reclaimers. Nah, they're just all in on this. Down to 4. Alright. Needed that Blood Moon a lot earlier. Alright. Thinking I want these Pithy Needles. That Reclaimer is more of a problem than I thought it would be. I'm also on the play, so the Pithy Needles make more sense. I don't think I want all 3, but I could definitely take maybe 2. 1 Thoughtseize and 1 Channeler out, perhaps. Just have this as a way to deal with that Reclaimer. So now for Reclaimer, I have Bolts, Pithy Needles, we have Blood Chiefs, we have Fatal Pushes, we have Dreadbores. 12 things. Pretty good. Wonder if there'd be any reason for me to bring in an extra Feed the Swarm. They have a Jukabog. Maybe I drop 1 Croxa here for a Feed the Swarm, giving me just an extra way to deal with these cards. I'll do that. We'll go ahead and go to game number 3. All right. Well, I'll keep this. Hands several red cards. Could lead with Thoughtseize, but I think I'm going to just play Triome first. Just so I can have Blood Moon on turn 3. No, I'm not feeling the EE for this matchup. I know we have the Triome, but I think our better card here is this. And putting an EE on 3 to get rid of Dryad just doesn't feel correct. Especially since my main lock piece for them is on 3. But we can definitely argue that back and forth. Now I can Inquisition and Thoughtseize. Look at how crazy that is. All right, well, Elvish Reclaimer here. And we're going to go ahead and steal that Celestial Purge as well. That's an annoying card. We'll leave them with Path. They could Path my Channeler if they'd like to. They've got all tap lands. Blood Moon looking exceptionally good here. Castle. I said tap lands. Bad. Opponent finds a Reclaimer here, which is pretty good for them. We picked up a Fatal Push. Gonna go ahead and Fatal Push this, see if they want a Path in response, so that they can get that basic. Looks like they're going to. Alright, pass with Flagstones in hand. Opponent semi-ramps here. They'll go get a basic. Decides Forest is their best of choice. Probably smart due to Dryad. Flagstones. And one unknown. Top of the library is an Inquisition. Let's go ahead and play Channeler. They would have played a 3-drop there. So we're clear. No reason to cast this. Need this to help us find this final piece here. Radiant Fountain. They do have enough for Castle to be activated. Fingers crossed they don't have Titan here. Guess what they have? Titan. So that other card they had was a Titan. Bummer. Game's very different if I find that third land. Maybe I should have played Channeler sooner. Worried about Reclaimer though. Tough to say. This will go get the basics they need. Can I beat a Titan? This is going to be a tough one. I need like a Dreadbore off the top. I'm not supposed to call their shots? My bad. My bad. Liliana's not going to do it either. Let's go ahead and get rid of this Inquisition. I need a land. There's a land. 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I just have to play Blood Moon. They can go fix their mana next turn. I don't get Liliana, so that can be a pitch with Channeler, and then maybe play Hazoret down. I'm going to take the 10, go to 8. Then I need to block Primeval Titan here. I might be playing Seasoned Pyromancer just to make tokens. Land hits me for 10, goes and gets 2 lands. They'll get a basic forest and basic plains here. So EE on 0 would make sense right now to clear some of the zombies, but we have this big Primeval Titan I've got to deal with. Alright, so they've got all their basics. We're down to 8. Probably playing Seasoned Pyromancer here. Gotta make some chump blockers, that's for sure. Ooh, we find a Dreadbore. So Hazoret can block Primeval Titan. Something we can like work our way towards. Magnetic Channeler and Seasoned Pyromancer can block as well. I think we just defend here. Maybe my opponent doesn't want to attack us. Maybe. Pretty please. If I'm worried about Hazoret not being able to block next turn, I could use Magnetic Channeler to get the Dreadbore away. Have we got them to stop? They stopped. Nice. Alright, we have a Seasoned Pyromancer, which we can dig for more things, or I can use this to try to find black. You know what? Let's just play Hazoret here. Let's not be too cute about this and pass turn. Using Channeler, we can use Channeler to activate Hazoret to be able to start blocking. I don't think I'm going to find one of those 4 swamps anytime soon. Opponent plays another forest. Okay. Oh, yes. Swamp down. Get out of here, Primeval Titan. Combat. Let's go. Let's go. Play New Season Pyromancer, and then we'll have things to throw. Ooh, found that swamp. Ah, Thoughtseize, get out of here. All right, what do you got, opponent? Gotta find something. Whoa. This game's a little bit different now. Titan is down. I'm casting something. Oh no. Oh no. Blood Moon! Oh no. Oh no. What else do you have there, opponent? Okay, Blast Zone. Using field here. Got a couple fetches over there, opponent. All right, our turn. Basic swamp. All right, well, I think we can use Channeler. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's 6 damage, puts them to 11. With these 2 fetches here, I'm just probably not clearing. Let's do Channeler looking for like Blood Moon. We'll get rid of a Thoughtseize here. We had a Lightning Bolt and a Thoughtseize. All right, I like the Lightning Bolt. Play a land down. This is going to what, 3 or 2 or? I suppose we bolt upstairs. You know what? I'm going to bolt the Knight of Autumn. Just one less creature to deal with. I think I'm going to attack with Hazoret here too. We have quite a few chump blockers here. Opponent's resolving cards. It's all fine. All right, in for 5. Interesting. Down to 10. Okay. We'll pass. We will pass. Nothing to see here. Knight of Autumn was a good one off the top for them. Don't have any Torp Orbs in this list. All right, we killed Titan. Thankfully, we killed the Titan before the Knight showed up. Blast Zone's going somewhere, 2 or 3. If it goes to 3, at least I have some more chump blockers as well. Yep, up to 3. All right. Gonna go to 7. Gonna make a lot of tokens. Another land here. A lot of fetch lands. All right, let's go ahead and activate. Pollute to Delta pitched. Puts them to 8. Not gonna fetch. My life total is kind of precariously at 8. Oh, Lightning Bolt. Wonder how many things I can get with the Windswept Heaths here. How many blockers I'm gonna need. Let's attack with both Season Pyromancers. And a Magnetic Channeler. Leaving Hazoret back. Gets kind of interesting. They might double block over here. They might let these through. They might not. Looks like they're willing to trade everything here. The question is, do I want to shoot this or not? If I shoot here, I keep this around. I don't throw it upstairs, but I keep the channeler, which is a 4/4 in the future. Let's assume they can get 3 things here. 1, 2, 3. They're all blocked. I should have attacked with the god as well. Wasn't thinking. Dang it, I should have attacked with... Well, it's tough to say. They made a new blocker. Alright. I'm gonna pop a zombie here. I get blockers with the Seasoned Pyromancers anyway here by fetching with Bloodstain Mire, so I have lots of blockers here. All of this trades out. Alright, only one thing trades out here. We're just gonna do this now before a weird Bajuka Bog shows up. Alright, so they have 2 zombies here. They didn't do any fetching. They went to their next turn, so they don't have any hasty zombies. They're kind of using these defensively. Really don't like where we're at. Vesuva here to copy Field of the Dead. Now they make more tokens. Now I think I just have to be back on defense and throw things from Hazoret. So 1, 2, 3. I don't think Magnetic Channeler makes sense here. Let's just pass the turn. I could also make Seasoned Pyromancer tokens this coming turn, just to make more blockers, and I can double pitch with Hazoret if I wanted to. The call kills us here. They go get Dryad and they kill. Fight Croxa off the Channeler. My opponent just has to get Dryad here because I'm assuming they have some vegetables and they have the Valakut in play. I might have to use Channeler in response to the fetches here to try to find like a Fatal Push or something. Do I have it? Fatal Push doesn't work. Ooh, they get Primeval Titan. Not that that's great for us, but it's something. I assume they've got some fetchables. My opponent goes and gets Titan, though. It's kind of interesting. They might get like another Radiant Fountain or a Vesuva here. If they get a Vesuva, they can do Radiant Fountain or Field. This is their Vesuva, though. Wonder if they play a second one. It's just a few field triggers. Just a few. So I guess I pitch here. We'll block. I think I can just take the... I mean, like, does this matter, really? So we'll pitch Mountain here. Puts them to 6. I don't think there's an out for me. Polluted Delta, and then we use Channeler here. Channeler to just dig for more cards versus pitching. Bunch of lands. All right. Opponent's got us here. We should have attacked with the Hazoret earlier. I still don't think they have the fetchables. Channeler Smiting Helix plus Bolt equals win. Channeler can only cast one thing, but I guess it's Smiting Helix is what you're saying would be it, because you cast it and then you could Smiting Helix after, if I had it. All right, well, we get taken down 1-2 here. Plenty of field tokens blocking our creatures. Not surprised there. They're able to get rid of our Blood Moon, which wins them that game, the final game there. Bridge. You're just telling me to play Rakdos Prison? Is that what you're saying, Uncle DB? I think that's what you're suggesting. Rakdos Prison in Modern. Rakdos Prison's fairly well situated. We just don't play it a lot. Behind the Masks, our opponent. Let's play Magic. We'll keep this opening hand. Karak's a Fatal Push, a Braid. Good interaction. Fun things to do here. We'll lead with Bloodstained Mire and pass a turn. We have a question. Did you have more fetchable cards? We think you did. Here, let's fetch basics. Why not? It's fun. Mountain. Swamp. Croxa. Go ahead, opponent. Well, we did 5-0 last Friday. Why not try it for a spin? Because Red Prison's the best prison. No reason to play other prisons. Lantern Control still working in Modern? No, not really. This list has a disturbing number of missed Kulgan's commands. Opponent gut shots us. Plays a Stormwing. Uh-oh. I guess I'll just have to braid that. Hope they don't have another gut shot here. Alright, well, got rid of that. Play the Blood Crypt sideways and prep ourselves for Bloodstained Mire. Maybe Croxa or something. Opponent attacks with a Swift Spear here for 1 damage. Might have a Light the Stage. Opted for Blood Crypt sideways just to preserve life total. Maybe it was Bloodstained Mire for Fatal Push. Opponent has an Opt and a Light up the Stage after this. Lights the stage again. We have a Mutagenic, Fiery Islet, and an Opt. One, two, three. One, two, three. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Seasoned Pyromancer here. Getting rid of Hazoret and Seasoned Pyromancer and keeping Fatal Push for this Swift Spear. Just make it look like I have a bunch of blockers. Dreadbore, Fatal Push, and Lightning Bolt's looking really, really good here, especially since my opponent's got not a whole lot from the Light Up the Stages. Yeah, we figured you had a couple basics and all of that good stuff. I should have attacked with Hazoret one of the turns, but I don't think it really mattered because I think you would just have fetched. Dice Factory Prison's not a prison. All right, my opponent concedes. It's kind of interesting for them to concede there. I say that because why not attack in and see how I block? I'm only representing a Fatal Push. It's not like they know I have this or not, right? It's an interesting concede. Let's go to sideboard. All right, Blood Chiefs come in for this matchup. Engineered Explosives actually can do something here. I don't think I need Feed the Swarms. Blood Moons can be pulled out for this matchup. And I'll take a Thoughtseize. You know what, let's keep it honest with 1 Blood Moon and take out a 2nd Thoughtseize. Fair, unfair MTG. Thank you for the raid. The party of 7. The Lucky Socks. All right, let's keep a really detrimental to our life total against the prowess opponent. Let's try it. Not much. We're playing some Magic, getting blown up by prowess now, it seems. You see Lily's in the list? Is it your birthday? Top deck of Blood Chiefs. Let's get rid of that Soulscar Mage. We don't want them to light the stage. We'll double rip a Thoughtseize on them and see if we can steal some good important cards. Thank you for the follows, by the way. And are close to our 3,000 goal here for 2020. 4 Blood Moons in this list. My opponent Burst Lightnings us, which means they have a light up the stage. Stage is lit. We have a Lava Dart and a Stormwing. I can't touch those because Thoughtseize doesn't reach that far. A shame. A shame. Let's go ahead and Thoughtseize. Thoughtseize, probably. Oh, no. No, that's really bad. All right, I won't Thoughtseize again. Go ahead, opponent. Wow. Wow, there was nothing there. Lava Darts me, can now Stormwing. I don't have a removal for Stormwing. What's up, Musics? Big whiff. It was a huge whiff. That was huge. My opponent puts 2 cards to the top. That makes me super nervous. We'll play Channeler here. We're going to put a Blood Crypt sideways and pass turn. Not planning to probably use this Thoughtseize anymore. Opponent opts. They're going to pick up that card that they topped. They put it back on top and then drew it. Plays a new Stormwing. Oh, you're the one that played the Thragfire list. Nice. It's a fun one. Thragfire is awesome. All right, we hit an Abrade. Let's get rid of Thoughtseize. That's a dangerous card. Let's see what we can top here. Find ourselves a Channeler and a Swamp. Well, I can put the Channeler down. Extra Channeler's not bad here. Swamp. Pass turn, hoping they fetch. We have a Lava Dart over here. This Abrade's really not getting anywhere. They do fetch, so let's go ahead and see if they remember their Lava Dart down there. What's up, Big Ben? This is a test to see if they remember what's in their graveyard. They do. Sacrificing, Lava Dart keeps this alive. We have 2 4/4s probably. Fiery Islet in hand. They need 1 burn spell to kill me. I know they have a mountain. We just got to test to see if they remember it's there. Manamorphose, 8 damage with a redraw. Redraws. Ops. All right. Oh, wait. All right. I'm gonna take a Thoughtseize out and bring a Feed the Swarm in. Kind of want a Soul Guide Lantern. We're just gonna send it back. We have the removal pieces. We know what we need to beat. We know what we need to beat. Keep this reasonable amount of removal here, as in 1 card. All right, back and forth we're gonna go here. See if our removal is enough to kill them. Ooh, opponent doesn't do anything. Well, in that case, Kroxa it is. Kroxa it is. I'm not gonna expose my Magnetic Channeler to a bolt here. Just make them discard. We have 2 Blood Chiefs. Looking decent. Opponent discards a Fiery Islet. Extra land here, Wooded Foothills. Cracks the Wooded Foothills. Basic Mountain. Manamorphose. It's gonna be really awkward if it's another Stormwing. It is. Scries, go. Top and bottom. Top and bottom. All right, so let's go get a basic here. I'm gonna use Seasoned Pyromancer, getting rid of probably Channeler and 1 Blood Chiefs. See if we can't hit some spells, which we can use to remove. I'm keeping Hazoret because that's going to be our way to counteract what my opponent's doing. Hopefully kill them. One's got a Swift Spear here. Lines themselves up with an Opt. Looking good with our Blood Chief and a Braid that we ended up top decking. What else you got here, opponent? I feel like they've got to play one more to make it really frustrating here for our Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's go ahead and triple block to see if I can get them to spend one more spell to save this. Killing like an elemental here. Shoot, it's a Lava Dart. It's a really good one. It's a really good one. So I guess I use Blood Chiefs on the Stormwing now. That way I actually kill it here. Versus the Monastery Swift Spear I can kill with an Abrade even if they have this Lava Dart. If I just try to do something fancy where I Abrade their Stormwing, they're going to just use the Lava Dart like they did before. So fingers crossed here they can't outright kill me here. I can always put Hazoret down and the land. And if I hit like a 1-drop or something, then I can make Hazoret be able to block. What else are we doing here? Cantrips a Fiery Islet. Plays a new Stormwing. This opponent's had all the Stormwings. We did have an option to kill the Stormwing entity. Things are disappearing fast, though. Oh. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and Abrade Stormwing. They should use Lava Dart. We will go ahead and Lightning Bolt it as well. I need to kill something that I can't block, which is up in the air. They allow that to happen. That was really nice of them. Well, in that case, Bolt, get out of here. Get out of here. What do you got? Gut Shot and Lava Dart? Ha! Denied. We got really lucky. They forgot about the Lava Dart this time. Soulscar Mage is a super good one against Hazoret. That's rude. That's rude. This is decent. We have the Croxa too. What am I doing here? Am I playing a Croxa to defend here? We're gonna pause and think about this. I think push has its place. When the meta's super aggressive, push is really nice to have because it's a little easier to kill some stuff with. But Blood Chiefs definitely fits there, sometimes in a split. The case must be made for Blood Chief's Thirst in multiple copies in the main over push because it cleans up Planeswalkers. It's true, if you don't mind playing a little more sorcery speed. Alright, so in this instance, I have the ability to Seasoned Pyromancer chump blockers. I have Croxa to make them discard and create a nice giant 6/6 blocker. Feed the Swarm's 2 mana, and I currently have 5. But you're saying feed the Swarm and then hope that I'm good next turn? I kind of like the idea of Croxa here. Croxa, and then from there, it's a giant 6/6, and so it blocks Soulscar Mage. It gets rid of a creature card too. I wish Hazoret was a 3-drop. Let's do it this way. I think this is more correct, if I'm honest. Because if they decide to go after Croxa here a little bit, that's fine. Means bolts aren't hitting my face, and this makes them discard a card. So it's one less card for me to deal with. It happened to be a Burst Lightning, which is good to see. One less burn spell for me to deal with. Land drops an Arid Mesa. Opponent has 2 cards plus Lava Dart and Yard. Bolt, see? Here we go. Bolting. This gives me a chance to draw a land so I can feed and Hazoret. So they bolted Croxa. And now they bolt Crocs again. 6 damage saved. They attack me for 3, maybe 4, 5. Nice. Land me. Oh, she'll do. I kind of like her. Down tick here. That way they take 0 damage. I'm sitting at a solid 9. They could lava dart this if they wanted to. Their board's empty. If they play a creature, I've got Feed the Swarm. Next up's Hazoret to try to end this game fast. Land drop. Lava darts her away. Okay. Land was great draw there. Hazoret coming down. 2-turn clock. Mom dog showing up. In for 5. Opponent goes to 7. We have Feed the Swarm to clear a blocker. We have it to pitch and kill them. Mom dog. Mom dog getting it done. With a little side assist from Liliana of the Veil. 1-1. Rakdos. Midrange. Alisac, you're thinking of Gadrick. Giant flying crazy dragon. 3 mana. Conditional attack. Similar to Hazoret. I think that's what you were thinking of. Alright, we have a match 3 here. Who cares if we don't have lands? That's only happened a few times this league. Only a few times. Let's mulligan this. It's a cool hand. It just doesn't do anything. Alright, this hand's a lot better. We'll keep this. We can ditch a mountain here. Ditching a mountain so that I can maybe fill the graveyard for Croxa. Oh boy. We need a Blood Moon. Need a Blood Moon ASAP. Let's go ahead and lead with Inquisition. See what's up. Where's Uncle DB? Uncle DB, can we have a conversation real quick? I'd like to have a conversation with you. All right, so how bad is this gonna be? How bad? I guess I don't want them to draw a bunch with the Maze Mind Tome. Gotta get rid of that. I know what the Surge Nodes could do to me. I know what they could do. I'll wait for them to happen here. You rang. You rang. Alright. Kind of want to do Channeler here. I'm gonna do Channeler. Oops. We're gonna do Channeler here because I think this has the best chance to find a Blood Moon. Although a Blood Moon doesn't really matter here. It is Dice Factory, isn't it, Bolus? And Bolus, why aren't you asleep? Bolus, I worry about you. I worry about you, Bolus. Alright, Expedition map cracked for our opponent. We have Blaststone and Tower in play. They'll go get what I presume will be Mine or Power Plant. We have 2 Surge Nodes and a Karn the Great Creator. We do have action against Karn the Great Creator, which is nice. We may not even be using this. We might be doing an Inquisition and Croxa turn this coming turn. Trying to take as much as we can out of their hand before they get to do anything too crazy to us. Power Plants is obtained through the map. Presume that's what they'll play. Play we Surge Node number 1, Surge Node number 2. Cool. All right, we hit a land. Let's discard the Blood Crypt here for starters. Oh, we hit lands. All right. Play a Bloodstained Mire here. We're going to Inquisition. Hit nothing. There's a Paradox Engine. That's not good. That's not good. Go Go ahead and fetch and shock here. We have a follow-up Bloodstained Mire that we can use. Croxa here to make them discard and pass turn. So they'll probably get rid of one of Paradox or Karn. I presume it's going to be the Paradox engine. Paradox hits the bin here. We have the Waste into the Karn. I'll have the Dreadbore. I know, Mom, you care about me. I care about you, man. Gotta get your rest. You can play games on your sweet computer. All right, Karn. Let's see Karn. We have Waste Karn and an Unknown. Unless they got Cornucopia or Everflowing Chalice and are trying to decide how much mana they can generate here, I'm expecting Waste then Karn. That being said, Dreadbore would be great to kill. My opponent goes to second main without playing their Waste. There you go. Waste played, map down. Okay. Decides not to Karn. Interesting. Let's use Channeler, getting rid of Triome here. See what else I hit. I hit a Thoughtseize and a Polluted Delta. Well, I think I'll take the Thoughtseize here. And we'll just gonna steal that Karn from you. Play a land and pass the turn. Crocs is up next. My opponent has a map. That is it. They do have a Blast Zone that they can put up to 2 if they'd like to. And Blast Zone would take care of Channeler and Croxa. Map goes and finds probably mine to give them Tron Juicy Mana. Does so. All these white borders. These white border cards. Plays that. What else did you find, opponent? Definitely a turn that I want to go ahead and fetch. Oh gosh, this is a lot of mana. Oh, help us. Okay. Just big Everflowing Chalice. That's fine. Who cared about that anyway? They can put Blast Zone up to whatever they want. To infinity. Season Pyromancer, huh? Because I wanted the Karn piece, I was more afraid of them just playing Karn with some Surge nodes out and finding something like an Everflowing Chalice. And they make a lot of mana. Besides, I have Blood Moon that I can go looking for. I'm really tempted to go looking for that Blood Moon here before I try to play Croxa. I fetched a non-basics, which is a bit weird. Let's go ahead and use this Dreadbore. Search for something more useful. A Braid's cute. Let's go ahead and destroy an Everflowing Chalice here. Okay. They're gonna put Blast Zone up to 2. I assume that they want to kill this before I get to use it again. We're using it as a way to dig for a Blood Moon currently. Definitely super cheap for them to pop this. I obviously ditched my Dreadbore here, so if they play a Planeswalker, it's a little awkward. 6 mana could be Ugin. Could be just a giant Cornucopia as well. Puts all the mana over here. We will use Channeler here on Polluted Delta. Founder Blood Moon. For those worried, don't be. I have Season Pyromancer. They're going to blow up Channeler here, but now we've set them back quite a bit, and they're losing this land as well. What they're gaining, I don't know. We'll get rid of this Cornucopia. Don't worry, everyone. They don't have Tron mana still. Opponent finds a land here. Does their Surge node stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't help myself. Goodbye, cornucopia. Just like we drew it up. Always had it. Exactly. Perfect information. What's this? Walking Ballista on 2. That's pretty good. Alright, Seasoned Pyromancer. Let's see if we can find a way to kill this. Like Bolt or Fatal Push. Extra Crocs is not bad. We can start getting the Croxes going here. Soon. Just need another, you know, swamp. Has Blood Moon really benefited us? Or did I get baited out by the card that I like to play? Walking Ballista goes up to 3. You're just gonna shoot this? Does not attack. Interesting. Pass turn, just finding ourselves cards that could have gotten our basic swamp. What? Ballista would have been +3. Cornucopia. Uh-oh. This is gonna be bad. I need to find that Abrade again. Thoughtseize. That's not a card I want. Play land, pass the turn. I think we've jinxed ourselves by playing this Blood Moon. They're gonna Surge Node here. And then they can... That was weird. That works though. Now they can double pump Walking Ballista. I need a Fatal Push or something here. This isn't looking very good. I'm gonna chump block, obviously. There's Ugin. I feel like this one's getting away from us. Maybe ever so slightly. I feel like we have a good shot at this too, and I feel like I've let this one get away real bad. Opponent attacks. We'll definitely block here. Who thinks we let this one get away from us? It's a bolt, huh? Well, maybe it didn't get that far away from us. I can bolt the Walking Ballista. Let's attack Ugin. I don't know if I can beat Ugin, though. I don't know if we can or not. We'll bolt Walking Ballista here so it doesn't grow anymore. It's kind of a small win for us. The nice art tricked me. I called for it and then I drew it, and so it was like destiny, right? Ugin up here, Core Tapper and Spirit attacking. You think it would have? If I didn't have the Blood Moon, they'd just have tons of mana and probably kill me? It's maybe a thing they could have done. Oh, this is really looking bad. The Ballista would have been huge. Yeah, that's true. Now my opponent has a Maze Mind Tome. This isn't good. They're putting Surge counters on their Cornucopia, so they have tons of mana here. They have 7. Mystic Forge. Core Tapper. Uh-oh. Should I concede? Should I concede? Yeah, they didn't have much. I'm gonna concede seeing the Karn. One of Shatterstorm. Alright, Pithing Needles. Maybe? Mana abilities are problems. I guess Engineered Explosives is probably the best thing here. Bring some Blood Chiefs in instead of Fatal Pushes. So some Fatal Pushes can come out here. I like my Abrades, Dreadbores. Still like my Blood Moons, I just need to play a little bit more smart with them. I like Liliana here. Maybe not as a 3-of, though. We probably can strip a bolt out, if we're honest with ourselves. So bring in the engineered explosives because that's going to blow up a lot of the smaller cornucopias, ever-flowing chalices, slow our opponent down. It does get stopped by Karn the Great Creator. So we'll see how that plays out. Got the Inquisition's Thought Seizes, got the Blood Moons because they are a Tron deck. I think we can manage. Let's mulligan this. We need a little more than one land again. There we go. All right, keep this. Let's get rid of a Dreadbore here. Thoughtseize, and here we go. See how much Tron mana they have. All right, we got a Mystic Forge, a Maze Mind Tome, a Paradox Engine. I hate that they can draw a bunch with Maze Mind Tome. I'm gonna steal it. I don't know, that's probably incorrect. Mystic Forge is probably the correct one, but I just dislike that they're just gonna have this Maze Mind Tome and get to do whatever they want with it. Go fetch a basic here and pass turn. It is a tough hand, because you're sitting here like Maze Mind's just gonna like continuously get things out. Ever-flowing Chalice on 0. Let's go get another basic here. Play Lily, uptick. Get rid of the mountain here. Blood Chiefs could kill something that's a problem for us. My opponent gets rid of a Sea Gate. They're gonna have Mystic Forge here. It's gonna be all scary, yeah. Or I play their land for the turn. Cornucopia. That's where certain things would be valuable. All right, to make things a little more difficult for our opponent, let's play Blood Moon here. Let's go ahead and go up. I'm gonna get rid of the blood. They have, what, 4 mana here? Paradox Engine's not that frightening. I'm gonna hate it if I draw a Seasoned Pyromancer off the top. Triumph comes into play untapped. I'm gonna get rid of the Blood Chiefs here. I'll play my land out as well. We'll just pass turn. Liliana 2 more times, uptick once, downtick, and then like split artifacts and lands perhaps. We'll see. Blast Zone played. Paradox Engine down. So we have to like sort of dodge a really crazy turn here. So a Thoughtseize won't matter because Liliana's gonna uptick. So whatever's off the top like 2 or 3 cards here. Get rid of an Urza's Mine. All right, well, I'm gonna play my land instead of losing it. Uptick to get rid of the card in hand, which is a map. Top of the library plus the Mystic Forge, we need to dodge something crazy, and then maybe I can use Lily. We can get greedy and go 1 more if we wanted to. Spatial Contortions skipped over. Plays a land from hand. 6. They have 6 mana. All right. So what do we want to do? Liliana down tick and give them what, their artifacts versus lands? Do I want to go one more turn and hope that they miss and then I can have Liliana again? I'm afraid, Uncle DB, that the uptick is too greedy here, and I think the split has to be literally just lands and this side. I think that's what the split becomes. You want to keep Paradox with the lands? I guess I could do that. This is a tough one. Let's go ahead and down tick here. They kind of know what's on top of the library because they can see it with the Mystic Forge. So we're thinking something like this. Like, okay, you can either use the top of their library or I give you 5 mana. I hate giving them 5 mana. It's so much I'm giving them still. It's gonna be really weird if they have a Mystic Sanctuary off the top. This is probably okay though, right? Paradox Engine gets really weird, but if they're just drawing mana rocks, it gives us time to interact with our opponent. I want to give them one more land up here, but I think that's incorrect to give them 2 mana up here. I'm thinking about putting the land up there, but I'm not sure. I'd maybe do this. Now they have 2 mana up here. Probably looking for more. I don't think that's right. I'm going to give them the most mana down below and try to get rid of the Mystic Forge here. The fact that they know whether there's a land on the top or not, they could just like go, oh, I'll take the top one since you gave me an extra land. They may still take the top one. You know, because if Mystic Forge is like revealing a land, then they're just like, oh yeah, sure, I'll take that. I'll have 2 mana. Use Mystic Forge. Go find some cool stuff. All right, so they had a land off the top. We had a land off the top too. All right, I'll probably stop playing lands here. Snaring Bridge, that's fine. That's fine, I have a Braids. Channeler, go. Cool. All right, Channeler gives me some digging power here. Opponent has a Surge node. Worrisome cards, but not the worst. Ooh, Abrade. All right. Hold the Abrade. Ooh, Engineered Explosives. Okay. I don't really want to put this on anything but 1 at this point. Get rid of the Surge node. I could put it on 0. I don't really want to put it on 2 because of this. I guess I can put it on 0. It's probably just smarter. And I can hold a Braid right now for something a little more useful. Because I don't think I have to Braid anything just yet. Ooh, Croxa. All right, so we ditch Croxa here because I can then replay. Oh dang, Seasoned Pyromancer is pretty good too. But we're not going to do that. We're going to play Croxa here. Getting rid of some cards. And there you go. And ideally, I'll take the 3 here, but then I can Abrade or use Engineered Explosives. We'll get rid of this bridge, hopefully. See what they find. It's a lot of mana. Cornucopia. No fear there. They can have that mana. I can blow that up later. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and abrade the bridge. Nice. Okay. Top of the library is another channeler. Let's play a new channeler down and just swing for 7. Then I can use one channeler to dig, and then I can attack with the other one. 1, 2, 3 cards currently. I need one more instant or sorcery. Wonder if I was supposed to blow that up. A Mystic Forge here. In response to Mystic Forge, I'm going to blow up the Cornucopia. So my opponent has less mana here to find answers. Uses Forge, goes over a Ghost Quarter. Engineered on 0 is really good. They're paying the cost of something, a Cornucopia. They get to untap. Surge Node helps them a little bit here. Because they can Surge Node on the Cornucopia. Core Tapper. They don't get that many looks with the Mystic Forge, luckily. They do use it. Down to 3. They have 3 more uses of, or really 2 more of Forge. Surges and Core Tappers on Astral Cornucopia here. Spatial Contortions, a Channeler, goes deeper with Mystic Forge. Gets more mana. Surge Nodes up Astral Cornucopia. Floats 5. Core Tapper. Continues to play magic. If I get to attack with Crocs, I win. Astral Cornucopia farther up. Surge Node, 10 mana. Maze Mind Tome. Maze Mind Tome's really good here because they can draw past things now. And now Croxa attacking is not lethal. Core Tapper. I need them to hit a few lands in a row. New Maze Mind Tome. This is going to be super hard to have that be a thing. Everflowing Chalice for a lot. Now can make 26 mana. New Ugin. They get another look deeper. So did we lose because we didn't kill the Cornucopia fast enough? Spatial Contortions. We can still win this. Just need to find a bolt off the top if my opponent can't beat me this turn. Kills Croxa with Ugin, meaning Croxa is now a kill by just playing if they don't draw. They should with Maze Mind Tome. Opponent's made 93 mana. Core Tapper. Scries instead of drawing with Maze Mind Tome. That being said, they might gain enough life here with the Maze Mind Tomes. Expedition Map is a reshuffle now. I think they're pretty much able to kill us. We'll see though. See how they decide to finish us here. Buried Ruin as a land. It's a small amount. Plays Karn here. We're at about 150 mana. This turns into a Walking Ballista. That's lethal. Aether Flux Reservoir. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, opponent. You got me. You got me. You got to make 1,000 mana. All right, we find our next opponent apparently instantly. Let's play. Dice Factory takes us down. Uncle DB will now be saying we should play that. I disagree. Opponent deserved that one? Maybe. Maybe. All right, let's lead with an Inquisition here against a Lurrus deck. It's a Jund variation here. A Jund one. What if I take the Bobble here? Less draws for them? I can kill a Tarmogoyf. We did. We had the weird Liliana and some other stuff. Channeler's not going to stick around very long. I think I'm going to take the Bobble. I think I want to take that Bobble. You got that. There might have been one. There might have been one. Who knows? Who really knows? All right, well, Channeler down. I don't really feel like trying to get this to a 4-4 here. I'm just going to eat a Fatal Push anyway. My opponent's got the cool new Expedition or whatever. Fetches. Fancy. Blood Crypts here off their Bloodstained Mire and decides what to Lightning Bolt this, probably. Lightning Bolt? Bolts away. You're on chat delay? That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Fetching and shocking and doing all these cool things. Assume this is going to be a Goyf. There it is. A 5/6 Goyf, by the way. That's a big Goyf. Alright, we're going to Fatal Push here. I'm going to wait on the Thoughtseize, see if I can snag a Lurrus in hand this coming turn. If they decide, oh, I'll just put Lurrus in the hand. Boomer Jund. Oh boy. Blood Crypt, shocks in. I really want them to put Lurrus into hand so I can steal it with Thoughtseize. Well, Scourge I can kill. Death Shadow I can kill. They have a Fatal Push. What do I kill here? Scourge doubles in size pretty quickly. Don't be scared of 3 mana, 2 power. Would I rather fight 1 gorilla-sized duck or 10 duck-sized gorillas? 1 gorilla-sized duck because then I only have to work to charm and tame 1 duck instead of 10 gorillas. We're thinking Scourge is better and allow my opponent to do fetches and shocks and control Death Shadow versus the doubling act of Scourge. I guess if I kill Scourge here, then I can kind of freely use Thoughtseize when they put Lurrus into hand. Still want to try to get Lurrus by taking it with Thoughtseize. Alright, Death Shadow, Fatal Push, 2 unknown cards. Please no more fetches. I feel like I have better chances to tame 1 giant duck though. And if I do, then I have this sweet giant duck pillow friend that I can give hugs. Yeah, but I just bring giant loaves of bread. And I'm good. If I have 10 gorillas, it's very possible my opponent or my duck friend over there would just wreck me or something. All right, we have a Fatal Push and a Bloodstained Mire. My opponent has what they need to. to make Death Shadow larger. Ducks are jerks? I bet fine. Oh my gosh, it's Swift Spear and a Death Shadow. I need an engineered explosive. They have the Fatal Push. They're not putting Lurrus into hand. Put the Lurrus into your hand, opponent. Fine. Inquisition the Fatal Push. Get out of here. Now what? Now what? They're just like, well, I'm just going to hit you 3 times. You'll die. Is the strength scaled to their size? Dude, a gorilla ant would be crazy, right? That would be terrifying. Red, black, mid-range versus RBG. Should be RGB, right? Red, green, blue. Got that RGB glowing mouse. Put the Lurrus into your hand. Thank you. Lurrus is in hand. 4, 5 damage. I'm going to 8, 6. It's all over. It's all over. I'm going to 4. I need Fatal Push. Lands. All right, Feed the Storm Blood Chiefs coming in here, and engineered explosives. Need to be able to kill everything. Blood Moon seems decent. Braids actually feel a little weak in this matchup. I actually don't like my Thought Seizes either. And let's take out a Channeler or 2. Right? Yeah. Just hit him with everything that's removal. Evan is Beef Man. Should have grabbed Lurrus and then conceded. No. I didn't want to show them any more information, Nate. We got to keep it all under wraps here. Nothing to see. What's up, Kirkinator? What's up, Kirkinator? Trying to take this red-black mid-range list the distance. Getting smacked in the face a few times. Alright, open in hand can kill things. That's what we wanted. This is what we wanted. I kind of want to throw an engineered explosives out immediately. At the same time, I don't think I'm going to. Alright, good luck, opponent. Let's beat this Lurrus. Let's beat this. Bloodstained Mire. We're actually going to try to use all non-fetches here as much as possible. Oh. 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 Blood Moon. They won't fetch basics. They're not gonna. Blood Crypt here. Bam. Here we go. Who's ready for some Blood Moon action? Time to be mono red Lurrus Jund deck. Ooh, that's a nice looking Bird and Catacombs too. This opponent's got everything that's bling bling. Basic? Why did you fetch basic? This card doesn't matter. This card doesn't matter. I'm gonna get rid of the engineered explosives because I have the Fatal Push and the Lightning Bolt here. We're gonna take them off of green. You totally watched your game against Storm during the Mana Traders series? What? I have no game recorded from Mana Traders. Alright, Blood Moon, I didn't even have to take damage to get my second Swamp. This is looking decent for us. Opponent does have Swamp and red mana, though. We'll see what they can do against the Blood Moon. Blood Moon does shut off some things, but they did find their basic swamp before I was able to get this down. Peatland. Thought seizes me. They get to take one of my removals. They'll take Fatal Push. Lightning Bolt doesn't kill everything in their deck. Goodbye, Fatal Push. Follows this up with a Soul Guide Lantern. Pretty good since I use my graveyard. Salmon and Graham. Salmon Graham. Think of the follow. Getting close to 3,000. Somewhere over there is a total. 19 to go, it looks like. Maybe. Soul Guide Lantern takes Fatal Push. Our graveyard is theirs. Bloodstained Mire past the turn. Just a Lightning Bolt. It's a peat mountain. A nurturing mountain. That's what it is. Back and forth we're gonna go here for a little while. Looking for something. Ooh, yes. I'll play that. Looks good to me. Uptick we go. Might not even play a land here. I don't really need to. Liliana is a really good pickup here. Get rid of Scourge because it's a 0/0. Liliana's a good pickup. Now I can split all the lands. I'll give them everything and then swamp. Up we go. Goodbye, Bloodstained Mire. What are you gonna do now, opponent? What you gonna do now? Another Scourge hits the bin. Thankfully, I don't play a Painful Mana base. Long time YouTube viewer. First time catching live. Australia? Australia is quite a time zone. What is it there? Welcome to the Twitch side. Things get kind of nutty in here. But you already knew that because you watch. We can just basically upload things and embarrass ourselves with our punts and our games. But glad to have you here. Welcome. Here, we'll toss some hearts. It's 12:37 in the afternoon. Ah, so I understand what's going on. You guys can't watch at work. It's okay. We'll figure it out. We won't tell anyone. You don't think you've ever seen me punt on stream? Alisac, we gotta talk. We gotta talk. We do it all the time. We do it almost once every day. It's 3:38 in Melbourne. Lightning bolts Liliana. Keeping her in check. This game's going long. This game's going long. Do I? Probably just hold her for a double removal in the future. I don't think I double uptick here. It doesn't really benefit me because Liliana just is at 4 anyway. We hang tight. That's true, Alisac. That's true. Yeah, Kamikaze's mentioned the wishing we cracked the EE just a touch sooner. Well, this is unfortunate. Ah, man, now I don't want to get rid of anything. This hand's great now. Should I just pass? Yeah, I'm just going to pass. That's right. I don't even need to pick up the Liliana. I think we just keep this. This is just a solid hand at this point. Soul Guide Lantern. What a silly card. Can bolt something, Blood Chiefs, Liliana. Things just looking good. When Uptick Lily is bad, your opponent's like, that's not good. Exactly. Get wrecked, opponent. Playing a nice casual game with our opponent. Top of the library is a. That's a good card too. That's a good card too. How's the record looking? What is it for this one? 1 and 2. I should just bolt the Liliana. Dude, what are you doing? What are you doing, opponent? Incoming 2/2. We're trying. We're trying. I want them to use another bolt over here. Ah, land. Land, get out of here. Instead of playing the new Liliana, I want this one to be around because I can use it as a down tick edict effect. They're like, oh no, he found a dead card. We're back to upticking here. Fluffy has found a dead card, so he's upticking again. What did they pitch? Renin 6. Woo! Red Prison would have been another 5-0 lock? Maybe. Uh-oh. No. No, 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 no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I need a pillage. Too bad I don't have one of those. All right, opponent's got green mana. Ooh. Ooh, Channeler. There we go. Cleansing Wildfire is clutch. Opponent's got that green mana. We're looking pretty good on what I can do to my opponent after the fact, though. There's just a Swift Spear. What a silly Swift Spear. Oh gosh. Varos in the house now. Varos is in the house. The raid came in. Clutch raid. All right, well, let's go ahead and hammer time these. Pretty moon. It is a pretty moon. I think I just downtick with this Liliana and use the next Liliana uptick. Ooh, Seasoned Pyromancer. There's all kinds of good stuff going on here. All right, downtick Liliana, make them kill the Tarmogoyf, keep these and pitch the Seasoned Pyromancer. Seems good. Attack for 1. Maybe I don't attack for 1 because I can't block Liliana and if they get a Swift Spear. Werefleet coming in clutch with the Prime. Welcome back. How was Evan's stream? We're streaming a bit later tonight. It's not good for our health. Death Shadow in the bin. You know what? Just skip the turn. They think I'm gonna attack. Joke's on them. Thoughtseize. Whoa. Timeout, opponent. Illegal moves here. So how'd Evan do tonight? Did he win? He was playing Bant something. That's all I read. He's now green. He's green on my Discord channel. Blood Chiefs has been taken here. It's a good card. Fatal Push kills everything though, so we're good. Played Scape Shift without telling me? Unbelievable. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and play the Seasoned Pyromancer. This gets rid of my Fatal Push. I want to draw some cards though. These look good. I like these cards. Let's go uptick here. Polluted Delta out. Pass the turn. Opponent's got 1 card left. I think it's time to attack. Let's get aggressive. It is time. We've locked our opponent out, had a good conversation with Twitch chat, and now we're time to turn on the afterburners. Good luck, opponent. Got the 5/5 Liliana. Thought seizes away my engineered explosives. One card left. It's Tarmogoyf. We can remove that. What if it's a fatal push or something? Kroxa. Kroxa, huh? So... wow, that concede. Kill Tarmogoyf. Use Magnetic Channeler pitching this. Look at these two cards. Play land. Kroxa from graveyard. Hit for 3. Kroxa also does 3, and so that puts them to 3. What? Fluffy coming in from the Midwest wearing a white shirt. Record is 1,562 to 1,102. Is this a reference to something? Pajama Pants Sam. Where's Evan? He raids and didn't say hello. Not even one emote. All right, I think we just send this back, right? Do I want my Soul Guide Lanterns? I think I like my Engineered Explosives. Let's just submit back. Good luck, opponent. I have all the removal. Don't play Ren in 6, please. All right, we'll keep this hand. Feed, Dreadbore, discard, Engineered. Looks good. He was in a rush to grab a beef sandwich. I understand. He is beef man after all. I fully understand. What do you call a spool of baloney if not spool? What? You trying to play big brain game riddles with Fluffy? Bohemia 69, thank you for the follow and getting us closer to 3,000 for Twitch followers. We got removal. Let's hope our opponent brings things to remove. Well, they're doing a good job so far. I don't have a turn 1 removal, but we can start with Inquisition and take the Ren in 6 that my opponent has. Got a 2/3 Swift Spear. Opponent attacks. We go to 18. Scourges are online this time. Anax Koraz. Thank you for the follow. What's my record so far? 1-2 with this. Blood Moon. They're aware of the Blood Moon. All right, what do we got here? Ooh. Oh. Engineered on 1's looking pretty good. I guess I take the Veil. Do I take the Veil? Do I even care about the Veil? What if I take the Tarmogoyf? Then I can like engineer it on 1 and end them. One land keep, and the first card I see is the most punishing card in your deck. Blood Moon. I guess I take the Veil. Protects things. I kind of need a swamp for the Blood Moon to be efficient here, but, you know, Bobble. I mean, everyone's saying take Veil, but here I'm sitting and I'm like, I can Blood Moon out the Veil. It's not a big deal. But we took it for chat because chat's always correct. Chat's always correct. We love you, chat. Thanks, chat. Chat, chat, chat. I found the land. Basic. Will be fetched. You're not representing chat today? Here comes the Tarmogoyf. Swift Spear. Soul Guide Lantern. 4 damage. Ow. Inquisition. Our collective name is Chad. All right, Chad. We have Tarmogoyf Unknown card here. I hit a Triome. Our one of Triome just bit us and ruined us and hurt us. I guess it's okay because I'm putting Engineered on 1 here, and then I can play the Triome, but it was scary for a moment. We're good, we're good. We played it. We won the game. We won the game. Gosh, this Blood Moon's so bad for us and so good for them. Who needs Blood Moon in our lives? One Chad, one great big Chad. Opponent attacks us for a pair here. Soul Guide Lantern. Bloodstained Mire. We have the Tarmogoyf to deal with here. We're about to put some creatures in the yard. They're sitting there like, I should really play this Tarmogoyf before it's not castable. Okay. So what are we doing here? We're just blowing this up. See if my opponent fetches the Bloodstained Mire before using, and I can blow up the Soul Guide Lantern here. I think I just have to blow up, unfortunately, here and just take 4 from the Tarmogoyf. Puts me to 8. Got some good ways to kill it, though. Don't fetch. Don't fetch. Don't do it. Don't do it. Good job. Smart play. Champion play right there. All right, well, we're gonna pop this. They're gonna pop their Soul Guide Lantern in response to this to draw. They do that, they get rid of our artifact, but they have artifacts, so nothing really changes here. 4 damage in, we go to 8. Too bad I don't have a Fatal Push too. Goodbye, Tarmogoyf. All right. Oh, that's right. This doesn't relic. It doesn't matter. There's artifacts. All the same. Burning Catacombs here. Luris may be showing up here. Burning Catacombs gets the basic forest, meaning Blood Moon just doesn't get played ever. Wonder if it's like a Season Pyromancer turn now and getting rid of Blood Moon plus like Kroxa. I suppose if they play another thing here and I get a land, I'm going to Dreadbore and feed the Swarm. This Luris is looking really dangerous for us because they can play that and get stuff back. Puts Luris into hand. This would be a great turn for Inquisition Thoughtseize. Did not find it. So 1, 2, 3. And then they have the ability to play a Swift Spear or a Bobble. This turn I could Kroxa and Dreadbore or feed the Swarm. Is Blood Moon greedy here? I see what you're saying because that would stop Luris. It stops the Luris. I have the Season Pyromancer. I have the Dreadbore, so I'm okay with taking 4 and going to 4 with them having bolts. I mean, stopping Luris is pretty good here. I'm just afraid to go to 4. Yeah, but I have to, like, feed the Swarm here, right? And then they're going to have 2 creatures. Luris plus Swift Spear, I'm going to be at 6, then down to 5. And then what am I doing? I'm going to play the aggressively disgusting line here of a Blood Moon and pass. I'm going to take 4 to the face. I think this is smarter than Luris. I can then Dreadbore and hope that they don't have like a Death Shadow or a Scourge here. I feel like this is like almost a gotta, and I can like play Season Pyromancer to do some weird digging here this coming turn. Extra Tarmogoyf is a pain, so it is Scourge. So now I have to play Seasoned Pyromancer to defend here. Unless I get my other basic swamp. Who needs swamp? Who needs swamp? Thanks, Dak. Appreciate that. Love that engineered explosives. Raid, right in time. Dan, thank you for the party of 7. Welcome. That was a solid. That was solid. That was a solid one. Woo! All right, opponent attacks here. Obviously, we're gonna just boom, boom. Boom, boom. Stopping Luris. Things are manageable here. F6 through the turn. We got nothing else to do here. New Tarmogoyf. Extra land. Luris unknown card. All right. 1, 2, 3. Dreadbore this. 1, 2, 3. Crocs and feed the swarm to the yard. Seasoned Pyromancer. My opponent's at 12. Let's go ahead and Dreadbore first. Land. 1, 2, 3. Seasoned Pyromancer and make 2 tokens. This puts 4 power on the battlefield. Nice. Inquisition can take Luris in case they find an extra swamp here, and Dreadbore's in a way to kill creature. Come on. Got some defenders for a Swift Spear, and we're outside of bolt range. What's up, Bunny? Just finished a marathon 12.5 hour stream, and it was teaching a humans player how to play Death and Taxes. Nice. Renin 6 here. Dreadbore kills that if I wanted to. Uptick just gets them mountains right now. Pings me, puts me in bolt range. Oh my gosh, they're going to kill me. How dare they? Two. Hazoret. Inquisition. Hazoret could be lethal here. 1 turn faster than these. What are you playing? Fatal Push. Okay. Okay. Takes Luris. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hazoret. Mom Dog showing up. Combat. I don't die to a Swift Spear here. I wonder if there's a reason for me to hold this back at all. I don't think there is. Let's attack with everything, making it 6 to the face, 2 to Renin 6. Top deck. You gotta beat me. Oh, ho, 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 ho. The Blood Moon was the correct play, ladies and gentlemen. Rely on Blood Moon. Ooh, that was... We are Chad. We are Chad. Chads. We went with the Blood Moon approach. Stopping the Luris was what we needed. We played off of 1 basic swamp. We are the Blood Moon. Now 0-3 versus Fluffy. Our poor opponent can't beat us. Oh no. Oh, Engineered Explosives got us there for sure. 2-2. We got 1 final match. Let's go ahead and complete this league so we can end the stream and toss people someplace. Poor Gary. Poor Gary can't beat us. Oh, Gary. Stopping Luris there. Had to stop Luris because the recursiveness and not being able to kill something in our expensive Feed the Swarm. We didn't even cast the Feed the Swarm. We did the Dreadbore. That was good. That was good. Makes me want another Dreadbore. First time I'm saying that because I am not big on Dreadbore. All right, we're 2-2. We're playing on the play. One landers again. Golly. Can we not get a one lander? All right, well, we're gonna probably mulligan this. I like it. Like, we could rip a land and that would be great. What video, Bunny? Big Brain Talks? It's not 2021 yet. Unless you're from the future. Yeah, Dreadboard was really good in that matchup. 2021, Bunny. You got a little ways to go. Probably end of January. Just sit tight. I can't keep a one-lander. We're trying to win. Let's mulligan. Alright. 10 times better. We can keep this. Let's get rid of a channeler here. I have removal, Seasoned Pyromancer, channeler. Everything looks good. Who's from the future? Bunny is, apparently. The future sucks. Alright, we'll just not put this in shocked. I've got this feeling, this gut feeling that this bolt's not needed here. Yeah, you're catching one live. It's always good. Always good. Alright, probability of this getting bolted, 300%. What are we gonna do? 300% it. Get bolted, Chandler. Goodbye. Gary. One day. I was really close, Gary. That wasn't a bolt. That was a fatal push. Marsh flats for our opponent. Poor Gary. You'll get us. I know you will. We run into you a lot, too. It's only a matter of time, Gary. You're getting better and better. That game was real close. The EE was a hot rip off the top. You didn't deserve that. By the way, this is the mirror match. This will be an interesting one. I'm going to risk being Blood Moon because I've got red cards. I broke up them? Oh no. Handsome, we've been fighting Gary a few times now. Poor Gary runs into us and can't beat us. Alright, so here, I think it's just an easy jam of Hazoret. We got these Seasoned Pyromancers, which is going to slow down Hazoret from attacking. We have Batterskull to beat. If you're interested in a Mardu list like my opponent is playing, which looks nearly identical, check out our YouTube channel tomorrow. You'll see this Mardu list. Don't worry, it's there, I promise. Bolt, huh? Bolt, huh? What, pitch Seasoned Pyromancer, Bolt Stoneforge attack? They have to put Batterskull into play. Hazoret was really good for us. Wonder if I just Seasoned Pyromancer. I think I need to Lightning Bolt this though. Let's do some fancy stuff here. Let's tap mana correctly. Seasoned Pyromancer. I think I need to win this game fast if I can. Let's bolt Stoneforge out of the way. If it's the deck I think it is, it's just playing a bunch of artifacts and they don't play Path or Celestial Purge. So let's just try to be aggressive here. Looking for an Abrade off the top. There's another Stoneforge. Did he play the Swamp in hand or top it in the turn he played Moon? I think I topped it, right? Because I had Blackcleave or whatever. Yeah, this, by the way, if you're really interested in my opponent's list, just check out our YouTube tomorrow at 2 a.m. or in approximately 3 hours. Lily, huh? Lily, huh? Embercleave's really frustrating. All right, Liliana. Let's Liliana downtick, play Hazoret as a defensive card for now. This will get rid of maybe the Germ. because they want to put the Embercleave, but I doubt it. It's probably the Stoneforge that gets killed here. And we'll be defensive here because Liliana could be a way to get rid of Germ here. An Embercleave gives +1/+1, but would at least let Hazoret trade because it wouldn't be big enough yet. Bolts here, the Liliana, that's fine. Bloodstain Mire, Embercleave in hand. Definitely need to watch my life total a little bit here. Double striking gives them 10 life if they wanted that. Reasonable. Yeah, chat's got everything you want on that, Gary. This will be up on YouTube, most certainly as well. No attacks here. It's good for us. Land drop. Let's go ahead and play a Seasoned Pyromancer to get a few more cards. Interesting enough, this will stop Hazoret from attacking until we top deck that Sweet Thoughtseize. Embercleave has Flash, but it's not looking good for them. Oh, they have an Embercleave and a Seasoned Pyromancer, but can you tell me what the other card is? Can you tell me what that other card is? I can't read it. That's not a bolt. Can I make this bigger before I show it? No, I can't. It's hidden up here. It's hidden. You ready for this Dreadbore? I'm pretty sure it's Dreadbore. Anyway. It's the metal one, yeah. Admiring your Dreadbore here, opponent. Let's see here. Do I just take the Embercleave? Seasoned Pyromancer just becomes tokens, which is kind of annoying. You thought it was a card back? No, it's the new cards. Dreadbore. I don't know. I guess I take this Embercleave. I guess I could take Seasoned Pyromancer so they don't dig here. The Embercleave gets really weird with all the tokens. I'm gonna take Embercleave. Now I can, like, I could attack here, but then they just attack back and things get awkward. So defense we are. I was praying he didn't have the basic and couldn't risk cutting himself off black. Yeah, we were at that stage in the last game where we were afraid of losing and just having the Blood Moon. We actually said how awkward it was. When you said you saw it and were like, I'm so punished, I was like, well, I can't do anything. So, extra Stoneforge Mystic here. Season a sort of Feast and Famine as well. This is a good card. Protection from red and green, or from green and black. Got Hazoret to block though, so we will be doing that for days. Fetch here. 1, 2, 3. I can at least pitch a card with Hazoret, so we're good to do Seasoned Pyromancer. Digging some more cards here. Oh, yes. Yes. It is time. It is time to destroy the Batterskull. What a top deck. Now we're interested in attacking. Now we're interested. Hello, opponent. Let me see this eye up close. Can I see that eye up close, please, and personal? Thank you. Thank you. Abrading the Batterskull, clearing that out. Sort of Feast and Famine, even if they ditched the Blood Moon for us, it's not a problem for us. They have Seasoned Pyromancer, Dreadbore. They could Dreadbore this. That being said, they've got a Hazoret to worry about, and they're not gaining life. Looking pretty solid for us. Also, I don't mind discarding cards. Keeps Hazoret online. Dreadbore's the defensive creature. Are we going to play Seasoned Pyromancer, or are we going to hook up with Sword? Should hook up Sword, attack 3, make me discard. Seasoned Pyromancer's played post-combat here. Looking pretty good here. I have Seasoned Pyromancer in the yard. They're going to play their Seasoned Pyromancer. Like I told you earlier, though, this opponent will not be playing Path, will not be playing Celestial Purge. Luckily, we know the list. Okay. Unless they updated it. But if they grabbed it from where I think they did, we're good. Equip sword over to Seasoned Pyromancer here. We end up top decking a Blood Moon. I could attack here. They'll block with probably the Elemental. I have a bunch of Seasoned Pyromancers here. Let's go ahead and attack with Hazoret. This seems fairly safe to do. I'll be bringing Seasoned Pyromancer tokens back here. And then next turn I can double pitch with Blood Moon and whatever else. A Dreadbore art. It's interesting. It's interesting. It's really confusing to find the mana symbols and what the card does. It's really pretty. I wish it was a poster, honestly. Be a pretty sweet poster. All right, I think we've got this one locked up from our opponent. We do need one more point of damage somewhere, but I think we'll be able to find that. Those are ugly cards? That's an opinion. Art is subjective, right? Dismember would be a problem, but I don't think the list plays it. Yeah, look like album covers. That's why I think the poster's good. If they crack this Bloodstained Mire, they lose. They have 2 cards here, and I'll have 3 defenders. I'll just defend this. So if they crack this card, they lose. 4 mana. Wonder what this is. I don't believe there's anything that can get them out of this. Plays a Kroxa from the yard. Somehow I missed that down there. All right, I think I have to just let that roll. Somehow I missed there was a Kroxa in the yard. I was ditched by a Seasoned Pyromancer at some point. So they attack with this, definitely blocking. Hazoret doesn't get in now. Makes things a little awkward. We're at 8. Does not attack with anything. It's probably a safe line. All right, Seasoned Pyromancer tokens here. Got plenty of creatures now. Find ourselves a Blood Moon. Guess we're not attacking with Hazoret and I'm just pitching here. Might not even be pitching. I might be using another Seasoned Pyromancer to get even more tokens and go even further wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards in the yard. So I want to not really kill Kroxa here. It's weird, Kamikaze, because my opponent can attack me with Kroxa. We're going to Inquisition here. Well, Inquisition takes the card. So I think we'll go ahead and pitch the card then in response. All right, I have no more actions for this turn. 1, 2, 3. We have red, red, black, black. They'll have to fetch here, so I will work to kill this. So it's a chum block here. It's 2 on this and 1 over here if they attack me. Okay, that looks good. I think we're okay here. A little bit afraid of a bolt. Opponent does not attack here. Thoughtseize. Well, we'll just pass here, I think, right? I don't believe I can attack. K commands, target player discards a card and 2 damage. In response to this, I just pitch the card here. That puts them to 1. They can't use Bloodstained Mire here. I have 3 blockers. Go ahead. I like the attempt there. I don't think it's going to win him, though. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana here. Kroxa swings, I take 3, I go to 5, I chump block, I block here, and I block here. If they have 2 removal pieces, they remove both of these. I block here, take 3, 7, 8. So they need exactly 2 removal spells. If they have 2 removal spells, it's probably a bolt and a fatal push anyway, so the bolt would probably kill me. Yeah, we're deciding between making elemental tokens and or doing damage. This singleton swing here just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. We'll just block. We already got rid of the Embercleave, so I'm not worried about that. New Kroxa. That puts me to 2, but they can't fetch. Woohoo! Close. Ooh, lightning bolt. Close ones. All right. Ooh. That was a close one. You'll get your revenge one day. I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. All right, Soul Guide Lantern's looking decent in this matchup. Definitely want to hold a Braids. Liliana's not feeling very strong here, based on what I know is in their list. Kind of like a random 1 or 2 of Engineered Explosives here as well. Drop maybe a Thoughtseize. I'll get you next time, Gadget. I want this extra Engineered Explosives. I think it's going to be worthwhile. I don't know if I want to take Thoughtseize out because it's a way to get rid of... It's a way to get rid of... like Embercleave, Batterskull. You know what? You know what? Let's treat this like Mardu, like we used to. We're going to bring in a lot more removal than I would typically bring in. We're going to do that because I'm going to treat it like Blood Moon, Red Prison versus Mardu. So when you do Red Prison versus a Mardu list, you ditch all of your ritual effects, or as many as you can, and you bring in anything that could interact with your opponent, because it's value for value. Mulligan the 1-lander here. I like this, we can keep. Get rid of a Kroxa, seems okay here. Let's go. All right. All right, so we're gonna get this Hazoret down at some point. That'll be good. We got the Kroxas going. All the bell peppers and spice. What's going on, Uncle DB? Uh-oh, we're fetching all these basics. This makes me worried. Remorseful Cleric. Luckily, I can get some basics of my own. Let's go ahead and kill this. We're killing this because of the Kroxa. By the way, I can show you all this list when we're done here. I know exactly what's going on. Opponent Thoughtseize takes Hazoret. 1 Hazoret down. Blood Crypt. Falls with a Stoneforge Mystic. We'll be looking for our own Thoughtseizes or stuff like that. Alright. Batterskull it is, probably. Batterskull it is. This is not a bad one off the top. Alright. Let's make it kind of hard for them to get to Batterskull here. We'll Dreadbore Stoneforge Mystic. This is giving us an extra card in our yard. Gives us a few turns before we find ourselves across from Batterskull, which is nice. Let's go ahead and... We should have put Polluted Delta in to get a basic in case my opponent plays Blood Moon. Slightly too quick on the click there. Alright, Kroxa makes them discard. Grayus is always there with the cool emote. Lightning Bolt here. Batterskull, 2 unknowns. They would have played the Blood Moon that last turn if they had it. So it'll be a top deck if they do get it. Looks like we might be just playing Batterskull here. 1, 2, 3, 4. This makes 5. Alright, looks like I'm gonna get a Croxa down. May not do a whole lot though. They might have just like Fatal Push. Take a Thoughtseize. Check the hand real quick. I think they should play Batterskull. If I do get that Thoughtseize, it's gonna feel really awkward. There you go. Batterskull in play. We'll do our fetch here. We'll go to basic. Red, black, black, red. Croxa. And click everything else. Make them discard a card. If they do have removal, they'll be using it. We flooded out a little bit here, and we're going to see if it pays off for us or not. See what they ditch here. They might ditch their own Croxa. Ditches an Embercleave. I don't know if I like that, but I guess it's not going to kill the Croxa here. Castle's played. Final card is a Kaya's Guile. Nice. All right, they make us sack and exile our graveyard, which is good for them. Gets rid of Croxa completely. Let's play a Triome here, cycled. Well, this isn't looking good. My opponent's got us on a 4-turn clock here with the Batterskull battering in. Maybe a little faster if they decide. Castle gets activated here. We are flooding pretty hard. We have some Abrades, but Abrade's not going to do as much. Let's see what's going on over there. Bolts me. Well, I'm going to need something here. Opponent can do 5 to us, putting us to 2. Oh, look at that little Santa hat. Santa hat. Stoneforge. Sort of Feast and Famine. I can kill this. Can't kill this. They have the Sword of Feast and Famine. I'm going to be at, what, 2? 3? We can continue to play Magic. This could get us somewhere. Seasoned Pyromancer. Draw 2. 2 removal spells. It's not 2 removal spells, but it buys me a turn here. Buys me a turn. 2, 3, 4. It's not a great turn. 1 removal is almost like 2. Exactly. We're almost there. Croxa. Uh-oh. Inquisition. Croxa is gonna be killer. No K command in this list, no MRT. Bolt Mystic here. Attach sword onto Germ instead. I chump block. I need to hit a card that doesn't cause me to get bolted. Or I need a Soul Guide Lantern here. Okay. Seasoned Pyromancer gives me life a little longer. No! No! Opsies. Okay. Cannot push Germ. Nope, it had protection. It had the protection that it needed. I think I'm just going to send it back. I'm going to put another Liliana in here. Send it back. No, I don't think we were. Alright, let's keep this hand. We got a Soul Guide Lantern to check their graveyard here. Got a Inquisition of our own to steal something of theirs. We got some Croxa action here. Seems like an okay start for us. We have Thoughtseize, Seasoned Pyromancer, and Inquisition. Seasoned Pyromancer, 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 Seasoned Pyromancer, and Inquisition. All right. We'll take Seasoned Pyromancer, and it'll be the Battle of the Discard. Godless Shrine here. Inquisitions. Might take Soul Guide Lantern here. Soul Guide Lantern picks off the Seasoned Pyromancer, but Crocs is like just valuable in the graveyard, so one or the other. Play our Croxa here. They played Inquisition. Look at all these holiday emotes. You guys are putting all kind of crazy holiday things on our emotes. That's cool. Play a Triumph down. Nice. All right, so we have Thoughtseize. We'll see if they decide Thoughtseize is worth it here. All right, we'll shock here. Kind of like the Seasoned Pyromancer. It's going to help get closer to the Croxa anyway. And drawing some cards here is probably not too bad. Tube Man emote. Why would Tube Man have an emote? That's just silly. As much as I am already sick of Christmas music, it's the festive season. Christmas music's not bad. It's not bad. Sacred Foundry for our opponent. They don't get their Triome because it's in the bin. They did shock that in. It's a little weird. Marsh Flats. Thoughtseize in hand. Does Thoughtseize. This is aiding our Croxa. We just now need to find a fourth land. Marsh Flats for our opponent. Plays this to a swamp. Finds themselves a Channeler. One card to beat. We'll check the last card here. Lingering Soul's pretty good. At least we only have to deal with the one half of Lingering Souls. There are a couple good Christmas songs, but every store is playing 100 covers. Yeah, I know what you mean. Channeler activation here. Finds a Remorseful Cleric. Opting to play that so that they can get rid of my Croxa. Dang. Well, top deck of land and Hazoret gets to have fun with my opponent. We do get in for 2 this turn. Give me the land. That'll do. That'll do. We're hitting for a solid 7, and Hazoret is sweet. Gets to activate next turn. It looks like Mom Dog's finishing this one out. Good luck, opponent. Top deck +2 here, finding something to work with Hazoret. It's all up to you. Does Mom Dog save us here? Does Mom Dog give us the 3-2 here? Playing the Rakdos Midrange. What a top deck. Mom Dog, stellar card. Buy your copies before they sell out. 2 mana. Lingering Souls. That will not be enough. 17 life, 2 life. Draw step. Channeler. Activation. Goodbye, Channeler. You've been flung by the Mom Dog. Got there. 3-2 Rakdos Midrange here in Modern. Playing against a little splash of Mardu at the end. What do we think? This one did well in the challenge this past weekend, and I like the term mega mid-range. To me, when you're able to put 6 6s down and 5 4s and then some tokens and then just be super interactive, it's everything I think Rakdos should be doing. I think this is one of the nicest, like, higher end builds. If you've got your Dark Confidants and you like the Channelers and you like a little bit lower to the ground, you can play some Lurises, maybe Skelementals, and be like aggressive. The beauty of Rakdos midrange is that you can kind of do both. When I play Golgari midrange, I find myself being a little more just set back in the mid-range, getting to control, interact, but red just gives you that punch in. One thing that's the Mardu list that we just played against also plays is the Triome. They're doing a bit of a Stoneforge Mystic package. Either way, the engineered explosives become super important in either of these because you can actually bump this up to 3. So that's pretty cool. Magnetic Channeler is very sweet, and I think it fit really well into this list, especially since you have Seasoned Pyromancer and Croxo. So MRT, I totally agree. It actually can help you also enable Hazoret. I think the key takeaway here is Hazoret's just really good. I've already been advocating for PA and Kira Nalar in the Red Prison list, and I think Hazoret fits very solidly into here. If you're missing Hazoret in our Red Prison list, take a look at this one. Rakdos Midrange Modern.